Alright, we live? Yes we are. Do I have a thumbnail for it? No I do not. Alright. Cool. Alright, audio's working. Game's running. Silly. What's around? Welcome to the Ultra Deluxe edition of the Stanley Parable. It released a couple hours ago. Really happy this came up because Stanley Parable is still one of my favourite games, or favourite narrative games, I say. So, that being said, let's begin. Actually, before we start, I'm only going to do like a quarter of the endings, since Ultra Deluxe brought on like an extra 50 endings. So yeah, if you are planning to play this game, don't watch the stream, just play it before you watch. And yeah, that's about it. Let's go.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley was a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Ooh, 427.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
So cussing.
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Oh no.
No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation.
Quality, by the way,
something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office. I feel a bit levity. The characters float. Oh well. Should we go for this ending? Quickly shut the door? Yeah, sure, why not? But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility?
He
had never been trained for that.
Like in the original game.
This couldn't go any way except badly.
I think so.
The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited.
It asked me to
hours passed. Then
change my time.
Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do.
Yes, we will.
Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Hate Mondays. Oh, God. Great, first ending.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Oh, that sensitivity is way too slow.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It's better, but...
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Alright, so the window ending still works.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes.
Well, I'm going to go for all like the details, because I know this ending has two choices. We're just going to do one of them.
Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in?
No, when we get there.
Okay, I'm over it now.
And then after,
what do you think?
I'm just going to go for the true ending, because I actually want to... Actually, I'm going to say yes, because I am.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just restart the game any old time you want, like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them
Yeah,
are
I'm just going to go straight to the end. Do normal end. See if we notice any other directions that wasn't in the original game. And if there is, we'll go that way. If there ain't, then we'll just keep continuing to the end.
Just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain.
Right. Next one. I know that one could have probably kept going, but let's just keep going.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Oh, wait a minute. I want to
What
check
could
this
it
one.
mean?
If I go fast enough.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, did they remove the guy and he used to walk past here? Like, if you, like, absolutely sprinted it. What about in here? New area? No. What I'll do is I'll input this now since I've done it like several times. This is another area where if you shut this door here and shut this one over here, got like a.
Oh, and I guess this is where Stanley felt he needed to be, right? Ah,
No,
no, apparently not.
Why you play?
When Stanley came to a
Because
set
I
of
feel
two
like
open
it.
doors. He entered
Sniper
the door
bullets
on
come
his
up.
left.
Let's just keep going. I might go for the broom closet ending
Yet
if we
there
have
was
enough
not a
time.
single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here.
There's a
So he
room in the
turned
broom closet,
around
though.
and got back on track.
Alright, let's just go. I'm not going to go for the broom closet ending, not now.
Coming
It takes
to
like a long
staircase,
time to go for
Stanley
it.
walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Can we get in here? I don't think we can. Oh, we can! I don't even know how to unlock this originally. Oh, wait, we can get on top of the toilet. Hey, on top of the toilet. Out the window? No. Oh. Onto the flower pot? Oh, there we go. Onto. Hey, there we go. There's no absolute reason to be up here, but hey, it's fun. Don't think we can. No, we can't. Can we go in here? Oh, we can. Oh, usually these doors are locked. Let's go down. There we are. Wow, that's loud. How is the audio, by the way? Let's just stop because I know this will go on forever. Unless it's like a news update.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
Up there. Oh yeah. This is amazing calming new age music right here. Hopefully it's not copyrighted.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
I'm blind. I'm no longer blind. Still haven't seen anything new. Can we go up? Nope, we can't. If you just want, right? And just put in chat what type of ending you want to go for.
Into the building,
also, I don't know the
Stanley
names of all the endings, but
felt a
just
bit
message me
peculiar.
saying like
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though
the
he
cold
felt
feet
more free
ending,
to
like
think
you
for
fall off the
himself,
elevator.
to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This
What's for
question
STANLEY
would not
Parable
go
or
unanswered
the
for long.
Half-Life one? Because I know there's two versions. Can we just go back up and say screw it, I want to leave? Oh, we can. That's probably one of the... Oh yeah, you know what, that's actually probably one of the new endings, so let's just go for it.
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me.
Silly
Why
you
did
indeed,
Stanley
narrator.
do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
Neither can I, narrator. Damn, PS5 loading times are amazing though. Oh, we can't go back down, okay.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have.
Still works.
Incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow. I'm
amazing.
bolted to the edge of my seat.
I am as well. It's very intense. I'll actually re-put the code in. Because I don't know any other codes. I know 8 and 2845, that's it. Oh, buffer shop. Right, I don't think there's anything else at this office at the moment. Maybe there's like a secret you do while it's dark, I don't know. Can we get cold feet and like hit the elevator and walk out? No.
Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
Should we just annoy narrating, just come back up? Let's do it, you know. Oh, it skips the whole cutscene. No, that's amazing actually. Alright, back up we go.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator.
Oh, I forgot how good this
I
game
can't
was.
even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense
This is a
killing
cliffhanger.
me.
Yeah, same for me. Oof. I love the narrator they picked. Best narrator they could have picked. Well, one day it's going to change, right? It's going to be like a bloody man sitting on the other side and like a spooky jump scare.
Oh my god. It's the boss's office.
It's just someone coming.
This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a timeout here for a minute while I process this.
Oh, I'm already loving this.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with...
8?
No, wait.
No?
No, I need more time to process.
You need more time, boys. To be honest, right, like, going to the boss's office like 3 times in one run is like pretty hard to process as well, so fair enough,
All
we do
right.
need this. No?
I have fully come to terms with it. I have
Sure.
made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality.
I mean, I still
As
haven't.
before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Can I leave? No. By any chance, can we do it again? Oh, please tell me we can.
Of course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before.
I know.
had no
This is just
frame
like
of
a
reference to
brand new
even
run.
anticipated. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
You know what we're doing, right? We're gonna see how many times we can go. Oh, back we go. The elevator broke this time, so I'm pretty sure.
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment.
Okay.
Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator.
I know, it could be
But
anything.
the suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating,
He knows
and
what I
having to
mean.
guess, that's the real thrill.
I know, I'm gonna think
Simply don't
it's
want to let that feeling
the
go.
boss's office,
It's
right?
so
It's a
precious,
pretty far
so
stretch, right?
fleeting.
But it's my guess.
Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow?
I cannot agree with you more, narrator.
There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know,
much better.
Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started. But where's the tension?
I know.
Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises? To have to think and to anticipate and then to marvel at the eventual reveal. This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years. And it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley. Because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you. Which is why... Oh, I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you, so that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better. Oh, good, we're here.
Oh, the boss's office 2.0.
Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
Oh, I can't wait to go to the press conference. Look at that, all eyes on you, Stanley, live on stage.
Ah, yes.
Why's that a Minecraft door sound effect?
Just through this door.
No, I want to go back down the elevator. No, wait, if I see the button lit up, aww. For a second I thought I could actually go into the in there. The Stanley Parable, tonight live on stage. The man, the process, the myth, the legend, the parable, Stanley from the Stanley Parable. And that's it. An evening with World's Peace Baby, the one we burn in one of the endings. A Q&A with the world's first sentient machine. There's a shut this door. Doing great. A conversation with Alexander the Great.
All right. Are you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry. You'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley.
Break a leg, champ. Your boss.
Looks like they're ready for you.
Can't really read half right now, though. Thanks for showing me that cool skateboard trick in the parking lot. You are too cool. Good luck on stage. Rock on. No one tells the stories the way you do. Go get him, Tiger. Stanley Me, is that say dead or dad? Age 6. Got a lot of storytelling here we can do. Look at that. The storyteller. Alright. Let's get on stage and let's show everybody what we can do. The guy who went to Mars. Yep. Alright, here we go. Getting a wee bit of cold sweat here. Oh, I'm not. Please go back. Just say no. Oh, we're down. Oh. Anticipation. Here we are. Aww. We made the great best speech. We're now president of the world. we are about to take over the moon. We're about to buy Twitter from Elon Musk as well. Let's go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, that was actually pretty fun. Just in case you don't know how to get that ending, what you have to do is, when you reach the boss's office, just keep going up and down the elevator. Alright,
when Stanley came
the
to a
new
set
ending
of
for
two
left.
open doors,
Just go
this
through,
was
see if
not
there's
the
any new
correct
endings
way
for
to the
right.
meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Too long, but I'm not really wanting to. I think that is the way to the elevator. There is to the adventure path, so we'll take that next.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Wasn't there not like an Easter egg here, or was that like a community-made Easter egg? I don't remember. What game is this? The Stanley Parable. A game where Stanley is the parable. Wait, there's a vent there. Ooh. You think I can make it? Oh, I can! Ooh, where are we going? I swear I don't know any of this. I'm just finding these. What did I say? Somebody has to zoom on that in after recording and
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun from
oh no, the serious table.
That it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path that it
time to wake up. It's on both sides.
You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you?
I did.
What a silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording?
Yep.
It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights.
How
much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do. Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
I'm sorry.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
let's go and give it that second computer, which should be here. Yeah. Cool. That'd be for a later ending, as I've already said. Alright, so we got the sussy ending of the vent.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
If anybody wants to know how, so I don't know if this new viewer knows how to get there, but the way I go,
wow, yes,
there's a cold feet area.
This room, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first.
If you look to the left of the elevator, there is a vent.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't.
I'll show you the vent, but I won't show you how to get there. It's just, I can't. Yeah, right there. Let's see, where else can we go? I think we're gonna have to take the elevator. I don't want to do the telephone ending.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot.
Fall down there or die.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you.
Go drop down or keep on it.
There's someone you've been
if you want,
Stanley.
If anyone can pick fast enough.
You've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me,
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself.
To
put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Urgent employee should never attempt to. Great, we're never gonna know. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna lead to. Oh wait, we can go back out. Can we just say no and just get back in the elevator, or no? No, we're not going to.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
I didn't mean to.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Why, thank you.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Right, let's see if we can get this.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No. Still don't know how you get them. Oh, new content.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Does it mean new content? Hopefully new content means new content. It's new content! It's like a wee little storyboard.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Why, thank you.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
I didn't. PlayStation was on
After
computers,
receiving
but not
critical
PlayStation.
and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Yay.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Can I just go back to the elevator? No, I don't want to see new content. I changed my mind. I'm back to old content. No way. No, maybe it's not. I was thinking the green carpet, and they were gonna.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special.
I thought it was gonna be the Half-Life
I'm sure
mod
it's
of this
just
game.
the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
I think so too.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we...
This is the new content.
Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go.
Oh,
all
wait,
right,
no.
finally,
I thought it was
at
just
long
killing your room.
last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it. I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious.
So
It's
far,
as if
this
some-
live stream's been all about elevators.
Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
It's gonna show like another elevator.
All
The
right.
jump circle.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
I can jump! This is amazing. Like, this is like the content I want, is to jump. We're gonna jump like 100 times right now. Can you hear that? I'm not gonna stop anytime soon. Oh. Oh, it jumps remaining. No! I paid good money for this game to jump. You can't jump, I got a trophy for it. Oh, there's a trophy for getting your first trophy. Excellent.
Is that it?
I know, I want to get
Surely
you
that's not all
jumping.
the new content. There has to be something else,
No,
right?
I want to go back. I want to jump more. Please, let me jump more. Oh. I'm pretty sure you can hear the keyboard typing in game. That is just normal for pressing like any button. But I'm still trying to put jump.
Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping.
Is this what passes for exciting new content?
That's my judgment how half leisure is like me in an elevator.
I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more.
It's some like crouching content.
Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is. That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore."
Oh, wait, really?
What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter.
Few trophies. Alright, give me a second. Oh, there ain't. Oh, that's a shame. I was really hoping for a test trophy.
Personally accountable.
That's how you get the
It's
trophy.
my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
I'm okay being here. Oh, okay, never mind. I mean, there's new content, yeah, but this ain't the Stanley Parable, I remember. Can we be sussy again? If you tap on a door 430 times, you get a trophy. I read that.
Stanley!
No!
Come over here! In the vent! I want to show you something! Oh, you don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you?
Okay, so that just goes us back to normal.
Oh, never mind. You're not a dog.
I want to hear all the content. Okay, that's all the content, I guess. Right, let's become sussy, shall we? Oh look, I've got coffee now. Well, now we can't go back.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Alright, sorry, I was just getting a thumbnail there. It's beautiful.
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Ew, those textures on the rocks there though. I've always been someone who critiques textures like right in the background, so you shouldn't even be able to see but how like low quality they are. Even though I still enjoy the game, I just do that just for the fun of it. I've been seeing a lot of color telephones. I don't know if that would be like an ending or something like that.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of
Stanley,
how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
2013. I'm assuming that's when the game relaunched? 13 past 8? Be my... Oh, Valentine. I thought I said be my Stanley. No, really? This is like... You got it. The original remake. Oh wait, remake. Good times. Okay. Trip down memory lane, smile because it happened. A whole dollar. I wonder if that's like how much, like, they actually printed how much money their game made, or not. Like their first dollar they made on the game. That's a demo. I still have that installed on my PC actually. That game. Go outside. Don't play for 5 years. Oh, I remember like everybody saying that trophy, talking about that trophy, like how annoying that is. It's impossible to get this achievement. Oh, didn't really actually unlock it. Probably from mods, but there's also a portal cheat you could do. Beta, work in progress. Nominee. I wonder if these are actually real. Maybe. But a small creature on the other half. Okay. Wowee, amazing. Oh, I can't sit down. Ah, this is copyrighted. Hopefully not. Little Stanley. Is that actually a good name? Or is that just fake? I don't want to be questioning on the first day at least. Okay.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this
Don't read
stunning
any
triumph of games
one.
journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
We're just talking about the elevator as well. Oh, the Minecraft level. I wonder if they had to remove that after that level as well. Hopefully they haven't removed it. Well, I want to try that ending out soon. Memory zone maintenance. Oh, come on. You can't enter any of these doors. Hopefully the modder that modded the last game, where all doors can be opened, will do the same in this one as well. See if these are actually openable. Ooh, it's just like the map layout on that. It's probably like one of the best endings that you could get. Like, I kind of wish I got this ending last, because it seems like a last ending you should get. Oh, is that the adventure tape? No. Oh, there's a bit of the demo again. Preparing snake oil, something in the routine. Ah, I don't know that one.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the PlayStation. Boom, done. And they couldn't even do that. Couldn't resist the urge to go meddling with a beloved franchise.
I see what the game's trying to get at, because this game always poked fun. Like, very briefly, right? Like, not much. But still did. And I'm pretty sure this is like making fun of how developers, when they want to port something over, they try and make it bigger and better. Like, GTA Expanded and Enhanced, for example. Like how, instead of just porting over the old one to PS5,
these were simpler times,
they
Stanley,
just,
but I wouldn't give to go back.
They had GTA Plus and that
all
into
over
it.
Again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
Oh no. no. It's all the bad reviews. We don't want to read that.
Oh no, oh God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Oh no, we're about to see bad reviews. Everybody look away, this is about to be scary. I thought I got stuck on that pallet there. Oh no. It's the scariest thing. A Steam review with a thumbs down. I'm trembling here, even going, oh, this is a good comment.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Oh no. These are all community comments. Drive the forklift? Oh, I can get on top of the forklift. Can I get any higher than this, or is that? I mean, I don't mind getting this high. I mean, this is still pretty fine. Oh well. Let's see what else is there to do here. Let's see if I can hop on like over this side. I don't think I can. I think it's literally just like this part right here that has a hitbox. Oh wait, we can get inside the seat. Oh no, wait, I'm actually stuck. I don't know. Okay. Right, let's just stop meddling with hitboxes. Oh no, not recommended. Oh no, a glitch. Oh well. Not recommended.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse.
For someone who prefers non-linear games, this preaches gets annoying fast, as is neither a revelation nor very interesting.
Well, I always thought it
thought-provoking, the only purpose. Okay.
Yeah. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't
like how I said, I'm going to stop trying to abuse the hitboxes. Now I'm on top of the table. Oh, I hope that developers will see this, but you should remove these barriers here and do what I did and like go to like that. Like just a weird music area, like as you used to did in your old demos. That'd be pretty funny. Pretty cool as well. How did I do that? Like I jumped on top of the paint and like kind of just had a hold crouch. Stand up, yeah, okay. Anyway, back onto the main part of the game. It's no longer looking nice. Oh no. Oh, I wanted to get in here. Please? I've been a good boy. I'm just considering there's a whole invisible barrier across that, no point even trying. Once you drop down here, it's gonna end, so. Yeah. Pretty nice area.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to
stop
doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt.
Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only
I do
reviews
agree with that one. I think this should be a skip,
today,
or at least a fast talking one.
I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
What's in the background? A ladder. I was gonna say step ladder, but I don't think that's too. I think it's too big for a step ladder.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and
do you
more
want to
of
hear
a
dialogue, or do
treatise.
you want me to skip
Or
things?
maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice. That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice in. Well, there's sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over.
Yep.
I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their pressurized gas review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on how exactly pressurized gas works. Perhaps that would have been a smart thing to check on before I went on about this whole exercise of making the skip button.
Yep.
Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is who runs pressurized gas will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review merely because of this very situation. Yes, I think that's quite likely. Or perhaps they'll simply grant this particular user the ability to change their review so that the feature is not widely abused. Look, I would even be okay with pressurized gas altering this particular review so that it reads as something more benefit. From the ashes of depravity rises the phoenix.
Oh, for God's sake, let it
Okay,
go.
welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here? Where did the door go?
Oh.
Wasn't there a door that led into this room? I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How
I can't find
else would
anything
we
on
have
Google
gotten
what
into the
pressurized
room in the
gas is,
first place?
so,
I don't
yeah.
think one can enter a room without a door of some
I
sort.
feel
or
like when we
window
press
or
that,
something
there's
like
going to
that.
be like
Is there
a room
window
here.
anywhere? A porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the wall? I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button, to go anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before, wasn't there? I swear there was. Where did it go?
There's a vent
Can you
here.
maybe just ram your way through a wall? Is there any possibility that you could, say, slam your body into the wall until enough damage is done for you to be able to leave? Please,
Yeah,
I'll
we're
take
just going to
any
end up in
option
the
at
back
all.
rooms.
I'm asking you to work with me here. We need a door.
We
need
do.
a door of some kind. I can work with any kind of door as long as it can open and lead from one room to another. I'm going to step away for just a moment, and I'm going to try to find us a door. I
Please
don't
do.
know how exactly to remove a door and place it in a different wall, but I will find a way, I promise. You just need to not do anything. Don't press the skip button. Please, please, please do not press the skip button. Just wait here for me, and don't press the skip button. Got it? Yes, good. I'll be right back.
I'm probably gonna press the skip button because, well, yeah. I don't think he'll come back, or if he does come back, it'll probably be like an hour when he comes back, so rather not do that. So let's just keep going. Let's see what else this storyline has to offer.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
Well, have you got the door?
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room.
Oh.
Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times, and there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here, and more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again. I can't control anything in this room, Stanley. I can't touch it, and I have to believe, I have to know that sooner or later, no matter how much I plead with you, you're going to press the button again. Why would you? I've been thinking and thinking, and I don't know what I can do to convince you otherwise. Oh, my God.
Give me a Steam
and
gift
it's all because of those reviews. Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just couldn't ignore the negative feedback. Why was it so important for me to fix the problem? Why did Cookie Nine's opinion matter so much to me? I've never even met Cookie Nine. I have no idea who they are. What would it ever really matter? But here I am. I'm fixating on every tiny negative thing that anyone ever says about me. The merest mention of one of my imperfections, and I become as impetulant as a child. Wild and impulsive. I can't help myself. I can't stop myself from lashing out with a vengeful
I'll do one
fury
lap around, and if he doesn't stop talking, or if I can't find like a portal through the wall, then I'll just
pleases this one person who made a single negative comment. What does such an impulse serve? For whose benefit is this? And here I am now, stuck in a room, waiting for you to press this button, and to become frozen in time, knowing that you're going to do it, and that I'm going to be stuck all alone. That I had the power to prevent it all from happening, if only I'd held my tongue. It's all out of my control now. Just you. Just your decision. Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week.
A whole week.
I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking, and you saying nothing.
So this is the extra content I've been filming, yeah?
Exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley, not the outcome, not the story. None of that matters
from 12 hours?
I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground. One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in.
No. Uh-oh.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome.
Hello.
I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track
after
a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days. Months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside,
I don't know how we're supposed to listen to this or not, but
is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life.
I haven't been, but
all of them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart.
Alright, let's go
It was an impossibly rich
1 year to what? Let's say 10 years? The fan hasn't stopped. Oh, Nara's dead, or it just hasn't noticed I'm back yet. Oh no, narrator. We killed the narrator. Well, I guess we just have to press button. Oh god, the clock ran out of battery. That takes a good few years to run out of battery, a clock, right? There's nothing else to do but just boop. What's that beeping? Okay, I'm just gonna hold around the right, see if there's a wall I can go through. What does the beep mean? This place is going to go up in flames, is it? Am I gonna press a button to say there's gonna be flames all around me?
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic
I think he's gone crazy.
thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip button. You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley Parable. We demand it. And then, because it was said, because it was spoken, now it's...
Sorry, I kind of just lost what I was thinking of there. I was trying to press these buttons a little bit more faster and faster because, well, they're starting to become nothing. I mean, we literally had the narrator just have a mental breakdown or something. Uh-oh, there's drips coming down. That doesn't mean the place is going to flood, does it? I mean, this place did come up from water, and we have been here for years.
The end is never the end, 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 is never
the end is never.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
Yeah, you can hear the loop in his voice there. I want a door. Please give me a door. That's what I'm asking for. It's just a door. Uh-oh. It's dripping faster. This place is gonna flood. Well, let's not be here to... let's not watch it happen. Narrator, I'm scared. We found the opening. Oh no. My normal path. I can't look my normal path anymore. I'm about to become very insecure and scared about myself. Oh wait, no, we're over. Okay, we're good. Fine. I mean, look at the bright side. At least it's not raining anymore. Boop. It's morning. Can we leave? Oh, come on, no more around. Let me over. Come on. Now I'm gonna stop running this route because, yeah. Why would I press the button again? When the ending is just right here. Just jump up, grab the pipe. Can I look in the pipe? There's nothing in the pipe. Unless this pipe has something in it. Just more pipe. Boop. That's nice. So what happened to the narrator? Is he just gave up on narrating? Can he even see me? Does he even sleep? Is he sleeping? Why am I asking so many questions? Alright. Boop. Oh no, I wasn't trying that. I'm not liking this. Oh, I'm liking this. Sorry. The can I press again? Ah! We've been frozen for about a good maybe 10 years? Nah. I mean, look at the bright side. At least all the band reviews are finally gone, right? Oh my god, we can get on top. Oh wow, you don't even let me have this. Oh, thanks, game. Guess now we just pick a direction to run in. I guess we'll just follow the sun. I mean, nothing bad's ever happened to following the sun. Oh, no. And we're back. Welcome, everybody.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
Where is that other computer? Is it the boss's office one? I think it might be the boss's one, so let's just go with it. Oh, we got new content. Even better.
Good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
If it's not new content, then it's just the same thing. And I'm just gonna reset because I don't know if the game noticed that. Very much did. Oh no, it did. Okay.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe
version we've got even more content in this area.
The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy.
That's nice.
So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
Oh, I'm ready.
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Hey! That's what they should actually just call it. Stanley Parable 2
you
instead.
see,
The deluxe.
Isn't this far superior to a measly port with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
A sign with number 2 on it. Still looking for number 8.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe.
Taste the sequel. Oh yeah, I'll taste the sequel.
But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Oh, this way. It's beautiful. They're back 2 doors. Oh, so these are all the options they had. Thanks for attending my meeting. It's pretty funny how they're using Google Slides. Can I, by any chance, change the title thing? No, I can't. Okay, excellent. The color red. TSP, win-win, mindshare, etc.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it.
Just seen a lot of twos.
I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
You are the sequel. Thank you. I thought it was a sequel. Do these all have writing, or is it just that one? Every pause button is a Roman numeral 2. Just the two of us, we can make it if we try. Oh. Why is that glowing? New features, new content. Please let me on the new content bus. Two. I was kind of worried when the Digital Deluxe first was announced. I thought there was only this coming out for a console, but it's nice that they added more stuff into the game. Ooh.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
This reminds me of the demo of the game. This button that says the name of the player that is in the game. Oh, is it going to say Stanley? Is that the... See, I don't know which way is the proper way, because I don't want to go the proper way. Let's just go, you know? Please don't show me.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
It'd be cool if I actually did, but there's no way that it could tell, at least not on console. PC you probably could by your username, but I don't know how you would change the text to speech. Maybe way.
Jim.
Sorry,
Jim.
I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature.
Okay.
Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim, watching your dreams crumble into dust.
Absolute poor dream. Not dream, Jim.
Are you really, truly Jim right now?
I am.
If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Alright.
Jim.
Wow, wow, new name.
Yes, you see? What a thrill, what a rush. That was you. The button described you. Do it again, do it again.
Okay. I had no idea how it knows my name.
Even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
One more time.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
Jim.
No, Jim. Please come back. I want to be Jim. I'm just Nathan again. Oh no. Oh, I've found a speedrun trick there. I will find that Jim button if it's the last thing I do. This wall looks weird. Come here. I know the Jim's underneath here. Let me in! I want to be Jim! Okay, anyway. I guess we can no longer be Jim. Wow.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
That sounds like the ending. This probably is the ending, so I'm not gonna go there yet. Collectibles. Free new easy trophy. Yeah, I want a trophy. Oh yeah. Pull the lever, receive your new trophy, no more step. Oh, that sounds perfect.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test trophy that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the trophy. Yes.
Ooh.
You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the trophy will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Test trophy locked. Well, let's unlock it. Here we go.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now,
No.
the trophy is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world.
Please, I want the trophy.
Uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
No, I'm gonna give the trophy. Give me the trophy. I want the trophy. I'm a trophy hunter. This is what we do. Come on, come on. I wonder if this is an actual trophy. I would go check the trophy logs, but actually, no, I'm going to do it quickly. See if that is actually a trophy. If it is, that's cool. If it ain't, then that's not that cool. Stanley Parable, let's see. Yeah, there is a test trophy. Fine, I'll fix the machine myself then. Give me the wrench. Come on. Tell this computer. When there's a will, there is most certainly a way to get this test trophy moving. Yeah, press a different button than X. No? Please pull me. Pull me. Okay, this is on. There is a test trophy, that's what's annoying. Do I have to press when the button is flashing? There is a way to unlock the test trophy, however it's at 0% it says, so nobody's figured out how to unlock it yet, so I'll probably come back to it. I'll press like an extra couple more times. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Wait a minute. Where does this go to? Let me through. Probably like another button on the side of it or something like that. Or it's just because it ain't like powered up. But I don't know. I'm probably gonna. Yeah, I'm just gonna stop pressing that button now. Alright, let's go. Test trophy still not testable. Wait, there's a red pod there. Last time I saw a red pod was in that ending where you fail or you don't go in the boss's office. Instead, the door just shuts in your face. Okay, I swear there's a glitch right there. Like, for some reason, every time I walk here, like, yeah, like textures glitch up somehow. Oh, there. Yeah. Oh no. Poor game. 1 out of 10. Now, last time was 1 out of 10. The we ended up getting like infinite years ahead in time. I'll probably come back after the stream to learn how to get that test.
What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Please no screenshots.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration. like balloons.
Okay.
But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
The first one. Oh, we have to go this way. Get well someday.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is. Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're
Got some
moving
merch.
on.
This is why I always have a QR scanner available. Let's see if it is actually merch, or let's see if it's a secret. And it... Oh wait, it is actually a link to STANLEYPARABLE2.com. Welcome to the official website of the Stanley Parable 2 sequel, huh? If you're more of a prequel sort of person, check out Stanley Parable. Thanks for that. Okay. Okay, someone just brings us to an actual link of the game. Okay. Yep, there is absolutely nothing else here. I just did a quick select all just in case I had like a secret text, but no, it's nothing. That QR code is real, and the QR code does bring you to a secret page, so if you want to check that out you can, but I'm not going to check it out fully just yet. I might do it after stream, go and see what else there is that's secret here, but yeah, feel free to go explore that QR code yourself. Okay, over here.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well,
there's no bucket.
I am happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart.
Oh, the bucket.
It's true.
This is a bucket, dear God.
Bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps
I want the bucket.
You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance.
Maybe if we pick up the bucket and go up to the lever, we'll be able to...
And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine?
You can't actually pick up the bucket, though.
Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on.
Oh, I can.
Try. Can you feel it? The glow of comfort,
This is mine
even
now.
in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they?
They do.
All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh, I get to hold the bucket. I get to keep it.
Does
Okay,
anyone
so
give out awards
definitely
for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
There is definitely guaranteed something to do with the bucket. You have to put it somewhere, fill it up with something maybe, I'm not too sure. What is this?
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's
Okay.
truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
I don't know I'm going for it, but it's mine. Wait, it's actually figurines to collect, or is that just a joke? Better still my bucket, I do.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Oh, what's behind there? An elevator. Can I go see said elevator? No. Okay. Oh. Jumps remaining.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's a... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle?
Yes.
Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
I guess it is. That's sad. Oh, well. Let's keep going. With my bucket in hand, I feel invincible. Depth infinite.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down
forever.
I can't go up that right now. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Alright, let's see what else. I don't think there's anything else around here, so. How do we get back up once we fall?
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
No, I don't think so.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
It's not really infinite, is it?
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole.
Yeah.
Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole.
Meeting at 2
You
p.m.
found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely?
We reached the infinite number.
As deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the whole mostly infinite?
Okay.
If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
I'm going to wait here for like 10 seconds, see if there's anything else to say. If it doesn't, then we'll press that triangle button.
Great. Okay. Now, I'm very... Oh, for heaven... You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but
wait, can you actually get to the end now?
No. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean...
It's nice adding skips like that.
I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the
You
hole,
know, right?
you can
That
hit
hill,
the
not the hill.
button
That
and
hole is
come
gonna
join
fill up.
the
We're gonna go like
arms.
that 5 times.
Had
This.
enough? I'm positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole.
Bonk.
If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay.
Yep,
Yeah.
the infinite hole is becoming not so
I'm
infinite
starting to
anymore.
become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax
deep.
overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point.
Oh, I love how
It's
this
more
game
of
is
a
joking around.
concavity, or even a very aggressive divot.
Aggressive divot.
How is this still appealing to you?
Wee.
I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do. And
You're
hit the
showing me
teleport
content
button
though.
when you're
I'm
ready
going to
move
show
on.
you all the content return service. It's just gonna go through the roof.
Is the teleport button not working? You sure?
Oh no.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again.
I was too high.
Still nothing? Well, I suppose
There's Bucky can
one
help.
thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else.
I will
Take
stay
care,
here because
Stanley.
I've got a
I
bucket.
hope you and the
that will.
hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
Okay. So anyway, I've actually got no way to get out of the hole, and this is no longer an infinite hole. Oh, something's happening. Whatever it is, it's nothing I can see. Oh, it's another elevator. We've been through like 6 elevators in this game so far. Each have been looking different. Okay, right, well, wherever we're going slowly. And you know what? We've got our bucket. That's all that matters. I can change our perspective. Whoa. Intense. My bucket. I can't do anything but change my perspective, so yeah. Ah, here we go. I have no idea what's going on anymore, but it's something. Change our reality. Oh, please click the Minecraft version. Oh no, it's just changing colors. It's just green screen. Yeah, no, don't fight. Yeah. Change that. It's getting creepy. I want to show the realities again. Beautiful. Alright, change myself. What is that? Alright, let me. Is there a way to zoom out without zooming all the way in? Yeah, that's the best we can do. Okay, we're a big boy. Not bad looking. Just trace like that. Stanley could just keep it like it. Error, paper. What is that? Oh, it's drawing a normal. Right, upside down.
Stanley?
Yeah, on that one.
Stanley! Stanley!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it.
I think this bucket is starting to haunt me.
So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodlepip.
I'm just gonna go back down, just go back into that reality. No, we actually are. There's no way out. This is the longest cutscene. Oh wait, nope, never mind, we got kicked out. Oh, thank God. The first time I thought about reset everything.
Go on, try out some of the new features.
I got a little worried there. Right, let's just buck out anything to do with the collectibles. Since that infinite, mostly infinite find it ended. That's great. Oh, I love how this game makes fun of itself every now and then. Are you still locked? I've got a bucket this time. Do you like buckets? Wow, okay. Jeez. I bet you, right, that like a few years time when STANLEY Parable 2 does actually come out, that's when that lever will actually be activatable. I don't know why I have that feeling, but it's gonna suck if it is. Once we go back to the mostly infinite hole, do we just get stuck in, or does it reset? I don't want to waste time, neither. Oh, okay. Never mind. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure the epilogue is the ending. I think we've searched everything. Been there. Well, yeah, been there. Been to the QR code site. Bucket, I'm holding it. Yeah, okay. Oh wait, what's this way? No screenshots. So it's making fun of NFTs? Hopefully it's making fun of NFTs. The baby's all grown up, bankruptcy. Scotty, okay. Alright, let's go to the epilogue. What's that? Oh, just a random 2, that's different.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Can we go back and do more content? No, okay. That's how the STANLEY Parable demo actually started off. It was like you were standing in front of like a intro screen. Settings world, yeah, okay. Alright, let's just keep continuing. Settings world champion. Oh, I wanna go here. You will not keep me locked out forever. Okay. Right, well, free trophy, yeah, been there. Right, having been there. Been to the bucket. Been to offers decorations, yes we have. Oh wait, E for exit. Okay, exit is this way. Ooh, very nice. Looks like it's going to be in Mirror's Edge, to be honest.
Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
What's that? Why is that light facing outwards? That's a briefcase, not light. Up we go. Ooh, that's actually a pretty nice scene. Please no screenshots. Right, everybody look away quickly.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's
Shut
do
off
an experiment.
the
I'll
guide
arrange
bucket.
these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
I hope it does.
Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Woo. The lever. I want to press it.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement.
Bucket.
Okay, yes. Yes, this is much better. I
Hey, how's the bucket there if I hold it?
Here we go. Version 2.
I mean, better. Oh, okay.
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything.
Wait, there's actually a bucket.
I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game.
He's still 427, that's what matters.
Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, this is the Stanley Parable 2.
Woo.
Let me see if I can whip something up.
We'll jump mess again with a minute.
All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
I am looking. Oh, okay. We're actually getting loaded into the area. Ooh. Why is that actually really nice? However, it's... Wait a minute, it's a Stanley Parable 2. Where's that trophy? Shown content warning, skip sections of these. Suicide, trauma, mental health issues. Okay, well, great, that's in the game. Color labels. New rules, labels on top or text. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'd actually like this as the actual thing. Sally's not going to be.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Is this different?
Stanley worked in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Oh,
employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427.
See, I don't want to skip just in case there is something else. Can I get my bucket at least?
Orders came.
I was going to stay up just in case.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Give me that.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
I want my bucket. I feel so much more safe with it. What is this here? I don't know what to do with the bucket though. Oh, the extra content door ain't extra anymore.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
It is.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Oh, not the bucket.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room, and so the two of them detour.
Let's just go to the boss's office because
and walk straight ahead to the opposite door. Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
No.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy? It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
It doesn't.
I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies.
It's not. It's my bucket.
Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket.
I won't.
I know how hard it must be,
It is.
given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh, no.
I can't even press anything to hand it over.
Now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends.
Whoa, okay,
that your relationship is purely superficial and convenient. That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner. Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years.
Circle for hollow.
Let him have it.
I don't even know what to begin with you. Object. Alright, let's just get out here.
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Can we fill it with water? Collectible!
You found one of them.
One of the miniature
Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
I just came in here to see if I can fill up my bucket for my soap. My bucket's just feeling a little empty. Oh, I can't go in the elevator. See, do you want to get the special ending where you step in now? I don't know. No, I won't. Not now.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
I did.
Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
The bucket's just showing me what to do. This bucket is my life, my dreams, my goal.
The elevator raced downward.
As long as nobody touches my bucket, I'll be fine.
It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
I'm not gonna go for that ending. We did it. That was our first ending we did, where we pressed the up button again. If you want to go see that, then.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, but of course, Stanley and the bucket thought better of it and realized they simply had too much to live for.
Everything in this just has bucket in it. Well, as I said, we'll go the proper way.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Whoa, you can't. Yeah, you can't actually jump off the edge here. Is there a secret down there? Probably not. Am I going to do it? Probably not. We've got too far in this ending where we're holding the bucket, and I don't know if it's gonna stay after we've finished it.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Oh. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs.
Yeah, well, guess what? They don't have a bucket.
I'd never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst.
Wait, who are you narrating here? The bucket or me now?
Cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
It would be fine. Yeah, we have to. I'm gonna have to do more routes with the bucket in my hand because it's just much better.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do?
See, that guy probably didn't
What
have a bucket or never
kinds
knew
of
what a
things
bucket
does a
was.
bucket
That's why it's
want to
fired.
do or not want to do in the first place?
Oh, there I am.
These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
I think what. Yeah, we'll wait here. We'll get this door open again. I think that's how it works, right? Until you wait here, for 30 seconds, and then the button will. Another button. The get open up, and we can go over there. I've never actually gotten this ending before. Just seen YouTube videos on it back when it was popular. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. Don't think it was that one. No, it was this one over here. Is it the OG? Yeah, it is. It's from 2014. Still works.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never!
Looks like they changed it a little bit because the screen just used to be like rainbow
in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Yep. You see, if I do the I'm not gonna spoil anything in the
But here was the
second
proof.
one.
The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world.
See, the first
They
game...
high-fived in a really cool way.
Yeah.
The bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
In the first game, if you press on, I think what would happen is a timer of like 2 minutes, 3 minutes will go off.
When
and
at
then
last they came to the source of the room's power, Stanley and the bucket knew it was their obligation to put an end to this horrible place.
There's no way to stop it,
everything
but
it
I'm
stood
hoping
for.
that there's a way to stop it in this version. This would be awesome if it could.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over?
Was it? Hopefully. What my infinite hole here?
Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support.
Aww.
What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed?
No, the bucket.
An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty.
Yeah, well,
Until
if my bucket
finally
to
the
stay here,
truth hit
I'm staying
Stanley
here.
square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
Oh, well, I'm not leaving as well then.
Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No, no, no. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket.
Yep, I agree.
To be
This
trapped
bucket's staying with me
eternally in
forever.
darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
The bucket was murderous.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing.
Meeting room today. Wait, what? Wait, really? There's a meeting? Oh. Do the bucket.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
I'm hoping there's... Right, anyway, I'm hoping there.
Stanley clutched the bucket.
I'm hoping there's actually a meeting. If there's not a meeting, then what we'll do is we'll go to... Let's do the escape ending. There is a meeting. Well, ish. There will be a reward for finding them all. Mission status. Oh, okay. Private smelly place. That's the toilets. Some are both red and blue. That would be the 2 doors, right? That's to get into the baby game, I'm pretty sure. Nearby, a fireplace. Don't know any fireplaces but the boss's office. Stairs. Something to do with stairs. A large room. Lots of boxes. Don't know what's that one. I know where red and blue door is. I know how to get to that one. Not from the ending we're doing now. Nearby fireplace.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
It's just the same audio, so I'm not gonna...
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Yeah, okay, I think this was
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things.
I want to be able to open up all doors after picking it up.
Stanley figs. What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Woo! Somewhere red and blue. Begin the game again, right? Let's get that Stanlerine. We're still in this section. Yep. Wait a minute here. I'm gonna begin the game again, right? And I'm gonna just rush straight to the second window because I want to see if they added that second man over there.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Damn, he's not. That's a shame.
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
So this is the quote-unquote second game now, right?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Hoping
but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to
him,
telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
The trophy is a sign.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be
the unreleased trophy?
No,
open that
never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No, I don't know.
No,
said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
I was expecting there to be a thing here.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines. And now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley?
I like Stanlerines.
What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Can we get back up? I don't want to do the event ending again. Any way down from here? Like a pile of mattresses? No. Oh, okay, we're down here now.
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
It is. Right, so we'll take the bucket again, and we'll go to the red door, blue door.
A soft wind blew outside, and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
Yeah.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
No,
never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Because I found 2 endings.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting
3.
room.
Not including the
No,
bonus area.
Said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift. Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Yes, I did. Like go this way.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, "No buckets past this point." Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here?
I don't know.
What if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
Okay. Yep, we're going to be teached what a bucket is, right? So, everybody please listen up. It's a bucket.
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket.
Okay.
Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin.
Alright, I'm pretty good at this.
Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Well, you see, right? I know this because of my family members, right? We, sorry, so you drink water there. My family has this history with gaps and that, so that wouldn't be a bucket because it's actually has nothing inside of it. Instead, it is it's something hollow.
Correct. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket. Item 2. Is this a bucket?
Well, I have to say yes to that one.
Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Any figurines stuff.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Correct. This is a bucket.
I mean, what is a bucket, technically? Anything can be a bucket.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
Yes, because the bucket is driving the van.
What? Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
Okay. What's in the back there?
Is this a bucket?
Yeah.
Correct. This is a bucket.
What's in the back there? Oh no. Oh.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
No, I can see a bucket. I can tell what a bucket
Trick
is.
question. Both. Gotcha.
So who's right?
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
That's cool. When I crouch, the bucket handle goes. Is this a bucket? But yes, I'm holding a bucket.
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here.
There is
and I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something, and therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
Something, which means the world is a bucket.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
If it gets
Stanley,
placed...
I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had.
If you can place it down, it is.
I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry.
Something.
But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely.
No.
Okay, here we go.
No. I like my bucket.
What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear?
Everything is a bucket.
Was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets.
Bucket of junk.
Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
I wish I changed titles to just bucket. Wow. I can definitely feel it all being a bucket now. It's beautiful. Oh, the buttons are laying up. I need to press all the buttons. Right, let's go for that one more mannequin doll thingy and then we'll
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
I'm sorry, Bucket. I mean, no buckets are allowed where I'm going.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Me too, man. Me too.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not sure.
I reached the area without the...
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler and Marines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one. And then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them.
And now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Marines. None of us can.
I know. Right. Begin again. Right, we're gonna need the bucket and we're gonna need to go to the...
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly alone, not with the bucket around. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Now we speed run over to the meeting room. Nearby a fireplace. I don't know any good fireplaces. Oh, I know the boss's office is one, but that's too close to...
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I don't think it'd be in here, is it? Nope, it's not here. I mean, this is
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it the bucket he had all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Oh, it's here. Okay, I'm right.
And there it is, the last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
I wasn't hunting for them, really. I mean, kind of was, but... me. Settings, anything... don't think so. Right, let's begin game again. Let's see if we go to the meeting once again with the figurines. There'll be something there, and the balloon's no longer here. What happened? What the... oh, okay. So, collecting the figurines makes this place hella confusing.
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's just... it's those figurines. Those Figlers. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness?
That should confuse me.
Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone?
Okay.
I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
Ah, beautiful. We still have the... yeah, okay, we still have the second game, save state. So, just in case anybody has joined the stream a little bit late, you don't spawn with the second pause game state. You have to complete all of the sequel... the secret sequel stuff to unlock this, which I found early in the stream. Once you unlock it, you unlock the secret game. Oh, okay. Why don't you go this way? Okay, go this way. Alright, tell me go.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain?
What's that?
We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
Can I recollect them? 7 out of 6, let's go, boys. Woo. Oh, okay, we're going through them all, like, so we're getting 12, right? Yeah.
And here was the second Stanlerine. You found this one all on your own, just by poking around in the boss's bathroom. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
Ha, still on top of the sink. Right. I got the
okay,
stairs
let's do
next.
A little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini stand? Can you remember?
I think so. I'm hoping I'm right.
Hey, that's exactly right. It was here, under the stairs. It was the third one. You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them. I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your 3rd time doing anything.
Oh, really? It's probably a lie, but cool.
Let's see, what came next? Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room. Oh, well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
Okay. Yeah, that works.
This was the 5th mini-Stan, and this one was really something special. It was by the red and blue doors. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
I will enjoy. This game is fun. Wait, so you have actually put them in there?
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
Those 8 minutes? Okay, where we go now? Ooh, okay. Oh, the last figurine.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here behind the boss's office. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others.
I wonder if you pick up the other ones
that
at a later time.
How the mind works?
Like,
all I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Ooh, okay, so we're gonna go to now. Oh. You are in the...
And then there was no more. Because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
Okay.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
I'm stuck. No, I want to keep going. I'm stuck in the future. There's no way to... Oh, please tell me okay, I can. Alright. Sorry, everyone.
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines. Those Figleys. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
But I don't. I just want to get over this quickly. Alright, let's speedrun.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
I think we have broke it. I think we're not going to be able to collect the figurines, which means I think I just bricked or softlocked my game. I'm hoping that's not the case.
And here was a second Stanlerine.
Okay,
you found this one all on your own, just by poking around in the boss's bathroom. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
Okay, I should keep going.
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini-stand? Can you remember?
I'm pretty sure.
No. The warehouse was the 4th place you found a Figanley, not the 3rd.
Oh, sorry.
Well, I guess perhaps I shouldn't be surprised. Memories like these are so precious and so cherished that they all just sort of blend together, don't they? You know what? If the warehouse feels like the 3rd place you found a collectible, then who am I to go making judgments?
So I can fall right there. I don't know why. Oh no, there's invisible barrier under all. Okay, that's okay. We've got 13 boys. Ooh.
Let's see. What came next? Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room. Oh well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
Where did we find
this? Was the 5th mini-stand, and this one was really something special. It was by the red and blue doors. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion.
It was fun the first time, not the same time.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
Woo, anyway, let's go. Right, this time we're not going to get stuck.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here behind the boss's office. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like. And then there was no more, because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone. No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. The back of the boss's office. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Like, let's keep going. I want more.
Jacking around like that, it's like our memories become less and less, like it's becoming more faint.
And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched? Yes, I love that video. Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
Yeah, I like it. Anyway.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have neutered the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
I want all the figurines. Oh, we can. Oh well, we got to the last playthrough.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going. This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
Collect them all. Oh, okay. Still trying to look for that machine that we found ages ago. I don't think they're supposed to be hidden, these figurines.
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then. But time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more. More memories.
Alright, we're not gonna figure that one out. Let's just keep going, shall we? I'm assuming we're just gonna go back straight to the start. Oh, well, yep.
Oh, yes! The two doors! Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
Okay. Yep, I just...
And before everything else, there was your office. Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
You cannot remember. This is going to bring us to like a whole different world.
I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy. And I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. Okay. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction.
Idea, or is he just
but I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
But the real question is it the end? I think it is, actually.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Find a way to press that computer off. Beep, boop, boop, doop, boop. thought there was an ending for trying to
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I think that's it redone now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the escape one.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Alright, let's go.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Okay, I think we all...
Oh, okay, I got it. Usually I don't get that. I don't think I should go down PC. Can I still go down? Or is the door shut? The door is shut. That's good to know. See, if I reboot the game entirely, does that mean, like, all of our progress be removed? Because I just want to keep the 18 figurines we got, even though one of them is glitched out, or 19, sorry. Screw this bucket.
The good old bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket, off on another thrilling adventure together.
I don't think I'm supposed to take the bucket. You are now leaving with the bucket. Wait, we actually gonna leave with the bucket? Because so far, all the endings we had, we haven't left with the bucket. So far, every ending we've had, it's you can't leave with the bucket or we get trapped. So I don't know. This is probably a glitch. Let's leave with the bucket. Okay, no. Oh, how many steps do we have to take here? We'll get there eventually. There's nothing really to joke on when you're running up a stairs in circle. Oh, this is the last floor. Escape pod. Ooh, okay, let's go. No way we're actually gonna leave with the bucket. We are. Go on, bucket. We're gonna get up here together, bucket. Beautiful. Wait, it's actually a cutscene. No, bucket. It's okay, bucket. I know you're sad, but if it's only one of us that can escape, it has to be you. Don't cry, bucket. Oh, cry. Was this the true ending of the game? In every ending, the bucket has not escaped. It is never allowed to leave the facility. However, it escaped.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
The bucket is actually gone. I was actually enjoying carrying the bucket around.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So what we have to do is, I can't do this because I'm streaming, but...
Yet there was not a single person here either.
I think
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay, anyway, this board changes every playthrough you go, and the next one is reboot the game entirely. However, I can't do that because I'm streaming. As soon as I do that, the game crashes. Oh, broom closet. Oh, I'll go to my menu, see if we can reboot like that, but if we can't, then yeah, we won't be able to. But the stream's been going for like 2 hours, so I think this is a perfect time to end it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Here we are.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration.
Actually, I'll just quit. Why not? So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, which then we found all the other endings to make it the Stanley Parable 2. Like if you liked it, subscribe if you like most of my content, and I think that's everything. I guess if you want more content, just comment saying you want more content, and goodbye.